Hey guys, finally back again for another build stream. Gonna be starting a new kit this time, and we're gonna be building Glenco's Model's Jupiter C kit in 1/48 scale. This kit's pretty, I guess the best way to describe it would be simple, albeit some of the parts are a little on the smaller side, but I don't foresee this taking super long to build. Once we get into it, is all honesty, most of the work's going to probably end up being on building up the base for it here. But today we're going to at least start building the body. We'll be able to get some of it done. The real reason we're not going to be able to get as far as I'd like, I do have a meeting and some other stuff I need to get done today. But we'll at least get the main majority of the assembly done. Yeah, there are only two sections I don't think we will get done. The first being the probe, and obviously the nozzle, but we'll see how we go. Do apologize for any outside noise. Gardeners are working my neighbor's yard. Okay. So let's get to it. Okay, 11. Here's the hard part. They're not. Parts on the kit are not. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, it's finding the markers for which sides, which parts are what. Not the greatest on this kit. Alright, 11, right. I get 12 in a second. Unburied parts. So yeah, I don't foresee this kit taking super long. One thing I am going to do is also do up a little bit of a base for it, as I think that'll look a lot nicer. Oops, I did not go in this hole. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit of flash. Need to clean that up. Hang on. I'm not gluing just yet. So part of the reason I chose to do this kit next was obviously because it is simple. We can get it done, get it out of the stash, and get it displayed fairly quickly. Move that. But also, because you don't see a lot of real science kits, and even less so from this era. So that the mid to late 50s, you typically, see more Mercury and Gemini and all that era. Once the space race got going in earnest. So yeah, I figured this would be a nice little different kit to do. Yeah. Always nice when you get the right tool to do the job you need. Sorry about any excess audio. Just grab a piece of tape to help hold. Okay. Come on. Oh, shit. Hang on. Oh, where did it go? We're still good. Okay. this on. Try to avoid doing too much sanding on this, as it does have a bunch of raised detail and it's supposed to recess. I don't want to go through all the pain of doing panel lining on this, just because, like I said, this is more or less going to be more of a quickie build. As opposed to, anything crazy. Okay, so we got that section done. Let's do 12 now. Okay. God, I hate when stuff falls. No. Just wish I had more space, but I don't. Okay, let's get this guy. Now, interesting fact, I actually won this kit in a raffle. So, I don't know why people, some of these kits, I don't know if they're just, or going to people like me who get them in raffles and they're just not interested or what, but, some of these older kits are still hold up. Now, so yeah, some stuff, they're not as good as far as detailing and such, but they're still sound kits. Now, that's part of the reason why I do the review videos I do, is to show that, because you may see a kit, sitting in a shop in a clearance section or what have you, and wonder what it's all about, but can't find a lot of information because honestly, the internet wasn't around back then. So to be able to show off some of these older kits, and I'm dropping everything today, I do think it's important, because let's face it, some of these older kits you can, assuming not the collectible ones, but you can get those pretty cost effectively. Okay, so this has got a little bit of the issue here. Okay. Okay. I have to get one side started before I can get the other in. A little bit of fit issue, but not end of the world. We'll make it work. This guy really doesn't want to stay together. Get some tape on him, that'll help. Obviously, if we gotta do this in stages, we do it in stages. There we go. Now we're going. Okay. Some more tape on this guy. Oops, shifted there. Slow and steady. One stay and a buttload of tape. Okay, got that. Got those sections together. Alright, so next up, let's go for the business in the rocket. Get the bottom on. Together, excuse me. Now, when I'm popped off on its own, go ahead and get this guy off as well. Alright, let's see. Need to clean this side up. Fortunately, it does not appear that there are any mounting pegs. I guess they want you to sort of screw it in and then glue it on. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna have to hold on that then. Much you want to bet the nose cone is the same. Oh, it's got connection points. We're in business. The one that popped off on its own. I guess I can put that down. Okay. So this may end up being a little bit of a shorter stream, just simply because it will be more or less done. Not too much longer. Another one of these guys we're gonna have to start and go from there. Come on, stay together. Stop shifting up top. There we go. Get him taped up and tape fouled up on me. Hang on. Need to clean up some of my sanding pads. They're taking up some space on my desk and getting in the way. All right. Go on there. Okay. Should hopefully hold. Okay, so we got those together. And go ahead and check on this guy since I'm using the quick drying Tamiya, which, knock on wood, does do the job. And this guy shifted a little, damn it. Okay. There we go. Shifted it back. There we go. Okay, I'll let that sit. Okay, get in here. probably then do this, I guess, in segments, as this guy is not cooperating. There we go. Hold that for a minute. Okay. All right. So this is ending up being a little more problematic than I expected. Some of the fit issues are becoming a little more extreme than I thought they'd be. Oops, come on. There we go. Okay, so those are on. I'm going to go ahead and just try. No reason but can. This goes on here. As it's supposed to. Hang on, let me double check. Yeah, that's supposed to go like that. That touches into there. Okay. Alright, I see what I gotta do. So that goes in like that. Goes that. And the other one. It's supposed to. Okay. Okay, there's a mounting peg. That might be why. Okay, so that goes in like that. That's supposed to go in there. Sorry. Obviously having tape there is not helping, but okay, let's try it the other way. This guy in first. And then this guy. There we go. Okay, so that in. I'll do, at least we can do now, and use that as sort of a clamp. Hold this together. While it dries. Okay. Why does everything around my desk have to keep frigging falling? Now, does anyone else have that problem? You know, you barely move and stuff starts falling. Okay, hold that there. Okay. Got those together. Alright. Let's see. Just want to double check how this goes together. Okay, those don't get glued. Those do. Okay. That's going to be interesting. 21 and 24. Alright. Assume that's one of them. And there's another. I hope that some of these have popped off on their own. Give me a second. I'm just looking through the parts to make sure I grab the right ones. Three. That one of them. Yeah, that's the outer one. Stick that there. Where's the inner guys? Okay, I think I see one. 22. There we go. Okay. Get this guy then. Okay, sorry. About the angle of that. Let me adjust that down a little. Let's go ahead and clean up one. This is clean enough. Add a little bit of a ejector pin mark here. This cleaned up. Yeah, this was not the right pad to use. It's dirty as hell. Let's clean it now. There we go. Okay. Here, let's just clean these guys up a little. Okay, so this guy goes here. Let me get this little bit of a nub off. There we go. He goes here, down below him. And this guy goes down here. Also doesn't get glued. He's going to be the problematic one because I guess he doesn't want to stay. Alright, so at least we know who the problem child's going to be, so we can then at least have a little bit of easier time figuring this thing out. Okay, so that's on. Now I'll just wiggle him in the position. Okay. That's correct. Shoot. Pop off. There. There. Okay. Got it. Okay. The first one of these on. Knock somebody off from a different project down. Sorry about that. Okay. Fortunately, I'm almost out of. In fact, I am out of clothespins. So I'm thinking we'll have to do is stop here for now. Part I think this will be a good stopping off point. So we'll let everything, set up. Dry. So that then we can come back later while we do another one of these streams and finish putting together the main body portion, as well as getting the rest of the fence done. And obviously we still also need to do the base. That's going to be a series of things, both the base that comes with the kit or the launch stand, I guess we should be saying, but also the base itself. That I gotta sand down and get stained, polyurethaned, and all that, get that ready. Because what I'd like to do on that is basically do sort of a tarmac type of basing, I guess you'd call it, for that. Basically lay down some putty, sand it smooth, and then using a panel line tool, put in the grooving for that. So yeah, and once we get all that done, we'll attach the rocket to that, and we'll go from there. So yeah, that's sort of the plan for this project. Ended up in less than I thought, but hey, it is what it is. And we'll see what happens when we come back to it. So until next time.